So today I would like to make another comparison video. I'll try to make this really quick. It's merely a comparison between two items. One of them is a real thing and the other one is a fake. Showing you guys the differences and all the similarities. And the last time I did it, I seemed to piss off a lot of people leaving negative comments. Because I imply the idea that a lot of manufacture in the US or anywhere else for that matter, in Europe or in any field of products, have the tendency to write made in America or made in Europe, whatever you want to call it, and simply meeting all the minimum requirement for that thing to be written on their product, but in fact it's basically manufactured somewhere else, in China or somewhere that's labor is much cheaper. I'm not implying this is the case, or the previous video was the case, but people seem to think I accuse those company. But I repeat, I'm not saying that BCM, obviously this is a BCM product, is doing that. Okay, I'm merely just showing you guys the differences, not implying anything. All right. Now, obviously, one of them is made in China, the other one is made in the US. BCM product are made in the US. As you guys can see, they look very similar. I'll show you guys all the close-up pictures of it. I'll save you guys all the hassles and save the time. This one is the real thing, and this is made in China. Obviously, this one have the BCM logo right on here, and this one doesn't. Now, if you actually look at all the stippling, it look really similar. You can argue this one is more pronounced, this one isn't. But looking at the real thing, is actually quite similar. Molding, they are different. Obviously, I'm not familiar with plastic molding manufacturing process, but that this thing right here is over here, and this one is in a different place, or maybe it is, or it isn't. I'm not sure, but at least it looks like it's different. The holes, the roll pin is different. All right. Now look at all the details. I'm actually quite a detailed kind of person, so I do enjoy looking in close detail of stuff like this. Material wise, they are both quite similar. I mean, at least to my feel, to my hands, they're very tough and plastic. Unlike, for example, like Glock, when you actually squeeze the bottom mag well portion of it, it actually do move a bit. This one isn't, obviously, because this is also thicker than Glock mag well. Now, the most noticeable difference, at least to me, is this lid right here. This is the clone. This is actually obviously made in China. This is not meant for firearm, although I do use it before the real thing actually arrive. It's fine. I don't find any problem whatsoever. The grip is comfortable. It's sturdy, do not rattle at all. Although this is somewhat this is very flimsy in comparison to the real thing. And the swivel point is also very much stiffer. Whether that is good or not, I don't think it matters. At least this does. This is much tougher on the real thing, and this is much softer. See this? I can remove this way easier than this one. And the pivot is also very loose. But other than that, everything else is quite similar. I repeat, I'm not saying they're manufactured in the same place. People do get the wrong idea. Although, to be fair, I did mention certain things that's, that's how manufacturing process is because at the end of the day, it's profit oriented, right? One also noticeable difference is this angle right here. Obviously, this is more angled. This is more slanted, rounded, so to speak. The clone also do come with this thing right here. This is for the real thing. I don't know where I put this part right here for the clone, but it does come with it. Let's look at the serration. Nothing, noticeably different. I mean, if you look at all the details where this serration ends, it's pretty much consistent to the clone. Obviously, the easiest telltale is the molding pattern. I guess it would be considered the fingerprint of manufacturing stuff like this. And let's look at this part right here. Obviously, the material for this part is different. This has 3 lines, and you actually measure, by sight, right? I'm not going to pull out the caliper or something, but it looks very, very similar. The part where this thing actually protrudes and stuff like that, it's quite similar as well. It's a very, very well cloned, so to speak, right? Now look at the angle of this part and this part. It's somewhat different, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. And look at the line on this part right here, and compare it to this side, whether it's there or not. And look at this. And this line, is there, but it's different, right? So there's a lot of similarities and a lot of a few differences. What else? Backstrap, nothing much to see here. There's a bit of grease left over because obviously I've been using the fake one on my rifle. Now bear in mind, firearm related stuff, accessories, anything, it's very hard to come by in where I live. And obviously when you want to get something, you have to actually do a pre-order thing, as I mentioned many times on my previous video, with the company that actually have the permit to import stuff. Now that will take time. Now I did do that pre-order thing, and I was told that I have to wait a couple period of time. Now I went to a local online similar to Amazon or eBay and saw this Chinese version of it, meant to be for airsoft. Now airsoft products also differs in price and quality, obviously, and this one actually costs, is very inexpensive. I forgot how much it cost, but very inexpensive. I mean, the real thing wasn't too expensive either, but by the time it arrives in my country, everything just much more expensive. So this was nothing, cost nothing, and I ordered it and installed it, and apparently it fits really, really nicely and perfectly. Everything just sits right, flushed, and stuff like that. And I was using this quite a while. I brought it to the range and shot a couple of 100 rounds, and there's no problem. Nothing came loose. At the end of the day, this is just a pistol grip, right? Nothing, not too much not a high stressed part. So I guess. So the real thing finally arrived last night, and so I thought it would be interesting just to do this comparison. All right, so I'm not gonna drag out too much. So I guess that will be it. Let's take one last look at the inside. I hope the camera will pick this up. All right, so that will be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the time for you guys to actually watch this till the end, and please hit the like and subscribe button. Actually, do mean something to me. All right, God bless. Bye bye.